Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Ty Mizzle. You're watching my channel, Mizzle14, and I'm here doing the next episode of Pose. Alright, season 2, episode 6. This was another emotional episode. Last week they gave us a break before this one, and I was like, listen, don't do this to me, y'all. I cannot take another heaviness right now. I can't. So, but I couldn't hold it in. Some parts I teared up, but I kept it good. I didn't ball down, but some parts I did really teared up about this episode. Cause it was like it's touching a lot, and things how people went through back in the early days when medicine and stuff was not advanced, and how people had to go through, and it was only one drug that could be a toss up whether you live or die, and some people will have great reactions to the drug, and some people will don't have good reactions to the drug. In this case, in Blanca and Prey Tell situation, because I know of AZT was the drug mostly back then before they have modern medicines now, but that was the only option drug they had, and they had some benefits to it that you could live along with it, but it had a lot of side effects. And when I was reading online and people were supposed to comments and stuff like that, the ACT wasn't that much of a really success rate drug. So a lot of people was dying taking that medication, and there was a lot of side effects with that. And Blanco is a good case because as she's taking it, her T cells start going up. But in Pretel case, he just now started taking it. He didn't take it at first when Nurse Judy was trying to tell him to take the drug, and he didn't want to do it because he said he didn't want to deal with the side effects. He didn't want to deal with the stuff and all that stuff. And when he started taking it, he didn't get the good end of the stick that Blanca get. He started getting worse, and they say he got low platelets and internal bleeding. So it's like he started bruising a lot, very sick and everything, internal bleeding. It's a lot that going on with Pretel. But at first, because he wasn't taking it, he would take care of himself. But now he gotta get better. So this is a classic case of how the drug back then, and I like how the pose showed us the different sides, because a lot of people back then, or a lot of stuff I was reading, people said a lot of people died from that drug and got sick, got worse while taking it. So again, pray tell, it shows that. And at the same time, it shows the success rate of, well, some success stories of people who take the drug and became good until the years came along when the new medicine came along, and that's why they started getting better. So I like how this shows both aspects of that same drug and how it is real in different results for different people, because it does happen. Any drug you take, it may be good for one person, may be bad for another person. Maybe somebody don't like get a crazy reaction to that drug, and the same person who take that same drug is really good. So no matter what drug you take, everybody's not going to have the same results of taking it. So how I'm doing a review, I'm trying to just talk about how I want to talk about it. It's not going to be too much of a review on it because it wasn't much that I could talk about, but I will explain some things. All right. So during the ballroom scene, there was Back to the Future. They had a category. The people was not. It's like that thing. It was like one of them had this like a freaking African type futuristic type kind of thing. It was very nice, and she won the category. But during the time, you could tell that Preytel was sweating a lot. His speech was slurring, like he was like having a hard time talking, like he had a minor stroke a little bit. He was shaking his hands, and it was like so hot to him, like he couldn't take the eyes like that. So it was really getting to him. So he was telling about the age cabaret that he's doing, and while he was talking, he just fainted, passed out. So Blanca saw it. Blanca was seeing him. He's like, "What's going on?" So ran to him, took the hospital. Through the time, Preytel took the time to really shade and really got angry with Blanca Nurse Joy because he said, "Oh, y'all got me taking this medication that got me here." So basically, he kind of blaming them because he's there because he was taking the AZT, or he was actually taking because they want him to take it. But now since he took it, it didn't get good results for it. So Nurse Judy said, "We gotta stop you taking that AZT because apparently it's not working for you. So we gotta do other regimen to get you better." And stuff like that. So the doctor said he gotta monitor him, get you some IV fluids, he get you some good cells going in the body, and go on. But at the time, Pray Tell is angry. He angry at Blanca. He angry at himself. He angry at a lot of things. And he not letting things go. He said, "Listen, I'm facing with the opportunity that I cannot irreversible. This is something I can't get rid of. I wish they could get rid of. Like I get a cure like anything else, and it is irreversible. But I know I'm something that is in me that I can't get of, and it's slowly killing me every day. And so, for once, can I get back? Can I get angry? Can I get mad? Can I have this chance? Don't treat me like a child." Because they were saying, "Listen, we could go to AIDS Parade, Cabaret. We're going to do this event. Don't have to worry about it. We take care for you." But he said, "Don't treat me like a child. I have once to have a right to be angry. I have once to have feeling my feelings. Can y'all get the hell out? Tell them to get out. Let them go." And that, they got to get him that. And even though he lashing out them, he don't really mean it, but he just so angry that he's going through this. And it's like, what for? He don't want to. He don't want to let go. He don't want to give up. But at the same time, it's like, what is there to do? So that was that. So Blanca's there. She got to do as much as she can to get this thing together. So the landlord lady at Blanca's nail shop saw the flyer that she was posting up, and she don't like that shit. She took that as, she said, "Oh no, we doing this just unnecessary drama and publicity that I don't need." And sometimes supporting the AIDS is like this, that, all that craziness. She has a hard thing on Blanca. She don't, we don't care for Blanca as it is, because she was told that Blanca's a man and clocked her. So basically, she really don't like that shit anymore. Don't even like Blanca. So she's just trying to do as much as she can to get Blanca out the way. So she said, "Oh, okay, I see this. I'm trying to give you some money, a donation, and maybe we could come and sing." So gave her the money and took the money right back and said, "Oh, I saw." I said, "Girl, what's going on?" So during this time, Pray Tell was in and out and had different dreams and different things about different people in his life. Now, before that, he met somebody, his roommate, that I forgot his roommate name. Roommate, he was coughing aloud, so he got pneumonia, and they talked. And Pray Tell said, "I know you from somewhere. Do I know you? Or so, do you come to the bowling scene?" He said, "Oh no, I don't do that." But he did mention a spot, and Pray Tell said, "Oh, you a posh queen." He said, "No, I'm a college educated person. I'm not a queen." I said, "You could be both. So what is you trying to say?" Like, but doing that statement like that made it seem like it's a very stigmatization of feminine guys, and a queen or something like that, and be girly and you're a man and you call yourself a queen and femme also. It's still like that, so as I say, but it's as stigmatization. It's like, "Oh, I'm not a queen." That's like a negative assault to a gay man. So that was that. And during the time he was bad reaction and stuff like that, the guy ended that. But Pray Tell was freaking out. He said, "What's going on? What's going on?" And they're trying to get him to calm down, calm down. They checked him or something to make him fall asleep and pass out. So during the time, he thinking he dead, but the other guy died. But he's in non-sleep. So first person that he met was Candy, like Miss Candy. And Miss Candy said, "Listen, I having the best time in my life. I'm meeting people, having Ellie, taking a photo shoot this way. I meet this person, and they know me. They understand me. So." And so I'm having people who die for edits because they understand me. So Pray Tell said, "What you mean they understand you?" So Candy revealed that she had AIDS herself, but she never told anybody. She was careful. She always protect herself when she have sex with people, all that stuff, and always use a condom. Never try and trick anybody, and be truthful. But it catch up on her. But she was murdered, but she still was living with the AIDS she had. So it was like, she did what she had to do. So she understands. So she said, "I gotta take care of you. I go do this, so that, stuff like that. Take this, and I go." So basically, Candy trying to bait him to give up and move on. He said, "You don't understand pain. Let the pain go away and just move in with me, and we could have a good rest of our lives. So let me know, and I could take you there. This RSVP. I'm the gateway towards up there and meeting you and living. So when you ready to give up, let's go, give up." So basically, that's what Candy was saying, and he said, "No, I'm not giving up. I'm gonna fight," stuff like that. And she said, "Oh, okay, you fight what you want to fight, but I'm letting you know I'm here." So that was that with Candy. So next we met somebody else who was humming, and basically we find out that was his stepfather. And some freaking thing that came out, and the main feel like how Pray Tell the way it is as a way he is now through an utter trauma situation that Stephanie said, "Oh, you gotta forgive me," and something like that. He said, "You don't deserve my forgiveness, but I had to forgive you, not for you, just for me, for his sake." Yes. Sometimes when you forgive somebody, it's not for the person, it's for you, so you could have peace with yourselves and move on from that. So that peace was he revealed. He said, "Oh, why are you so mad at me and all that stuff? What did I do to you?" And he said, "Did you ever did this to me?" So he said, "We used to do to me." I said, "You know what? Listen, I don't like what this grown ass man trying to make this grown ass man trying to tell this grown ass man that he seduced you when he was 12 years old. What the fuck did he do to seduce your ass, motherfucker? You said you convinced my mother to marry you, whatever the case is, to get with you so you could get close to me." Okay, he said he was 12 years old when he started playing footsies under the table with Paytel. And then you slid in his bed in the wee hours of the night to mess with him. And you trying to say this 12 years old seduced him? Hell, to seduce you, motherfucker, you was sick. And you played on this boy and played with his innocence. So you took his innocence away, his childhood. So from there, his life never been the same. You took his innocence from him, and his life never been the same. And then when you wonder why he's angry, he can't trust people, he don't like the way he is, because he has this traumatic experience back in the past that make you feel disgusted with himself. That he can't be with himself because the guy who he trusted, or not even trusted, though, who's supposed to be an adult figure, who's supposed to protect him, actually failed him and freaking molested him. So it was like, what was the point of that? So I was like, wow. I said, that's something. So they got him out the way. And then he said, leave him alone. And then his ex-boyfriend, the one who died, I think, last season. Well, Cortez, I think that's his name. Or Costas. Yes, Costas. And Costas said, I'm going to take you to the Ace Cabaret. So be good. I'm going to be there for you. Whatever. You got to lift up the spirits to take you. Take him. Paytel did a beautiful song. Beautiful song. Sung really well. Got this long, nice kind of like a suit dress on. That little cape that had the freaking like a dress fuddles, ruffles in the end of it, like he was getting married, something like that. And then he had this he was looking fly, and he came, he did his song, he sung well, and that was that. Got up, but when he finally got up for everything, he was in the middle of the empty room, and Middle Judy said, "What's going on, Paytel? You all right?" He said, "Oh, I'm losing my mind." I said, "Oh no." So Blanca is really stressed out by everything, and she just so stressed out that the kids was loud. She barked on them, and Angel said, "What's going on? I know your mother, you doing this, you do the business woman. You have a lot on your plate, so yes, it's natural that you're gonna be upset and taking out us. So we understand." He said, "No, it's not that. It's like I blame myself for I'll be responsible for them." And he said, "What you talking about?" He said, "I made him take ACT, and now it's like he dying because of me and all that stuff. You know, I'm blaming myself because she feel guilty that she made him take it, and now he's sick in the bed. So now that's in her mind. It's like, wow, if I cause his death, that's on me. But at the same time, you understand, you can't make a grown man do something that he not want to do. And Paytel is a very strong-willed person. So if he was willing to take the ACT, that means because he willing to did that. He could have still said no. So you can't blame him. No, you can't beat yourself up and blame yourself for something that he decided to do. So you gotta let him know and just be there and live. So came to the event, Ace Cabaret, and basically Paytel was not getting ready. Nurse Judy got dressed up, everybody was there to support him, and she said, what you doing staying in the bed? I slayed my ass over here and all that stuff, get things together. Because Blanca said she couldn't really get nobody to really come. The only person who was really going to sing was the landlord lady that said she was going to come. That's the only person she knows to confirm. But so getting there, all that stuff, and he said, what you doing here, all that stuff. And he said, yes, I blame him. So basically he did admit that he blamed Blanca. And she said, I'm upset. The only person who's supposed to be upset with me slaying my ass and getting you up there, all that stuff. So she let him have it. She got him together. She got him together and said, listen, I'm scared too, whatever, you're afraid. I know, because Brazil is mostly afraid of dying. So it's that I'm afraid of dying too, but we gotta live. And we have to do what we gotta do on stuff like so. You get your ass together and let's get in there and show your appreciation and stuff. So it's a FU. She's a FU. And they look at each other, you know, they couldn't be mad at each other. They had to get that out the system. She said, oh, come on, get a cologne like this, like an old man. He said, excuse me. She said, come on, it starts 10 minutes. And let's go. So he was getting himself ready. People singing. Nurse Judy sang. She sang a really good job. She sang well. And then the Ficalano lady came and turned it out. Everybody was like, oh, shit. But she was doing that to distract them because at the same time, she was getting her store closed and changed the locks because she want Blanca out of there. She didn't really care for Blanca like that. So she want her out. So she was doing that distracted. So distracted, she gave the money. She sung a real good song. She wanted to stay and all that stuff and get Blanca distracted and everything. Offer Blanca the meal, pay for it, have a talk. Because she expressed how Blanca put everything together and stuff like that. But that was only a ruse to get Blanca not to go to the shop. So they could do their stuff to do that thing. So I was like, oh, that's a messy bitch. Electra came and it was funny. I was Electra, sit your ass down, girl. You cannot say girl. Electra was doing too much. And she was like, oh. I said, Electra, come on now. Sit down, girl. And then Blanca came, she went to sing, and she told them her status. And I said, good, tell your truth. Stand by it. And she said, I'm not telling you to have any pity for me. I tell you to let you know what it looked like. Because people had this, back in the day, still people, I don't know as much people now than before, but people still have something like, oh, you don't look like you have HIV. You don't look like you have AIDS. What does HIV and AIDS look like? Because you can have somebody who live with HIV for a long ass time. You wouldn't even never know they had HIV because they take care of themselves. They're well groomed. They take their medication. They eat well. They exercise well. And they live their everyday life just like everybody else, but you will not know they have something in the system. And it's nothing to be ashamed of because at the end of the day, they're human just like everybody else. And Blanca, somebody said, like, people treat you different when they find out you have the disease. Like, it was all fine and dandy, but when they find out you have it, they act like, oh, you're the end of the world, it's like this, like that, but you going out free spiriting, doing things raw and stuff like that. But once you find out somebody who is truthful to you, you can't handle that. You want to step away and say, oh, I know you have it, so I can't do it. But yet, you have random sex with all these people who say they're negative, who post like they might not be negative. So why not deal with somebody who's truthful you can have a good sex with and protect yourself? But people get scared and treat you all differently, like you're a disease case. So it's like, that's how it is. So people had this connotation back, especially back in the day, is that you have HIV/AIDS has a look. You look sick, you might have it. So they might old age, wrinkled skin, bloody, and all that stuff like that. Look old, look like you got the sickness, you look homeless kind of. And now people like, but people with Blanca who standing straight, strong, look all nice and good. And Blanca even had that stuff herself. She was like, oh, I'm doing myself. She's like, you gotta take your medication, you gotta do better. But it's like, it's that. And people's like, wow. Even Electra found out, it's like, wow, she's still there. It's like, okay. She found out the truth. Now we know. Because, you know, Electra is still going to be her mother no matter what. So she took a shock a little bit about that. Everybody was like, even Angel was happy that she told the truth. And it was like, that's good. Because the weight lifted her shoulder. Not because she wouldn't pity, but she said at the end of the day, H and HIV be human. Because at the end of the day, we all human. So you don't treat nobody any different than what the next person is. So that was that, and people applaud because yeah, that's at the end of the day, it's so true. It is unfortunate that we people got it, but don't treat them any differently because what they probably was lied to, or they had a belt, they had a bad hand, got sexual abuse, sexually molested. Anything can happen that led to rape. It's not always because they was promiscuous. So that was that, and So after that, when Blanca and Pray Tell, they shut it down. They sang, because Pray Tell finally came out. And they sung the song together, because last time they sung the last song together, they was beautiful. They sung again. It was very joyful. They raised $4,000 for the HIV and AIDS group, because she is very due to her to raise money to advance medications, advocacy, and everything. social justice, a lot for that $4,000 could do. So she went and she was like, let's go eat with the landlord lady, Miss Norman. She went to the shop. She said, oh, she got me. And it got her. And they went to the thing and said, we need to do something. We got to protest all our stuff and because we got to do what we got to do. And Ponytail was there because he finally got out. He said he's so happy that he was able to get out. But they changed his diet. And so she said, oh, can I get a drink? She said, you know, Blanca ain't gonna let you have a drink. As you know, Blanca gonna be on you, Ponytail. Even though he can't stand Blanca, control the monitor ways. But he still loves Blanca because he knows Blanca got the best interest at his heart. Even though he could be upset a little attitude about her, but it's not her fault. She is doing it because she cares. And he realized that now. And he always realized that he just was a little bit stubborn, a little bit. So he said, no, you can't have that. You gonna have butter, a parcel of butter with a butter rolls. You can't have no drink. You gonna have milk, all that stuff. And he said, oh, you can't stop me having a drink when I walk out this house. He said, well, I'm gonna be in your spirit and let you know that you better not take that. And that was that. And he prayed, and they said we're gonna protest the next day and let her know that she can't do that. And she said she did file for a lawsuit, but he said that gonna take a while. He said also go protest to show the different lights. People will buzz and Miss Norman. And I said that was good. So they did the protest, but it was only them. But Protel did the thing. He asked people to come, and people was coming down, marching, protesting. I said that's great. Y'all coming together. And Miss Norman came down. She said, "Oh shit!" So she knows that's gonna be some publicity, and they're gonna be on her. So that's not something she wants to deal with right now. So they walked out. No, they drove out. And at the end, Portel was in his room, and Candy was there. She said, I'm your gateway. Whatever you need to go, let's come on, let's go. He said, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna stay here, and it's never gonna be anything. So you could go away, you could leave, because I'm not going anywhere. And that's it. Candy left, and that was the episode, y'all. It was really good. It was, like I said, it was emotional. I did tear up with some parts, but I really was able to come here to give y'all a little of my talk and have a conversation about it. So I did enjoy it. It seemed like next week is going to be a little more lighthearted. So I'm happy to see the different emotions. This show is giving me a lot of emotions, y'all. Alright, please like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and see y'all later. Alright, peace.